this episode, we look at the role of Lady Kulsoom. One such lady that she helped bring up and look after was Lady Kulsoom. She was also present at Karbala. Lady Kulsoom was the younger daughter of Imam Ali. She is known as Zainab Sughra, Sughra meaning the smaller. It is important to note here that the word in Arabic means mother. It is a kunya. The eldest child name joins the mother's name. For example, Lady Farwa, Lady Salma, to denote identity of a mother. But in some cases, it is not necessarily that case. Sometimes the kunya is used to define characteristics of a person, both negative and positive. For example, Abu Lahab, father of flames, or Abu Jahal, father of ignorance, are two examples who are condemned through their names. Kulsoom is literally translated as the mother of everything, or mother of charming, or mother of beautiful. The name Kulsoom means silk on the top of a flag. There is a general consensus that Lady Kulsoom never bore a daughter whose name was Kulsoom. This name was given because of her pious and beautiful nature. It is said that this title was given to her by the Holy Prophet. Lady Kulsoom's birth year is not exactly established, and it is said that she was born in between 6th and 9th Hijri. Some say she was born in 6th Hijri and trace her birth route from this narration mentioned in Maqtal al-Masoomeen, that she was born after Zainab al-Kubra, just as Zainab was born after al-Hussein. Imam Hussein was born in 4th Hijri and Lady Zainab in the 5th Hijri. So from this narration, Lady Kulsoom was born in 6th Hijri, but several scholars also believe that she was born on the 18th of Rabiul Awwal in the 7th Hijri. When Lady Fatima was martyred in 11th Hijri, Lady Kulsoom was very young, but the Lady of Light Fatima al-Zahra was well aware about the future, and before her death, Lady Fatima said to Kulsoom,
"My will to you is to participate with your father and brothers to defend Islam. Melt yourself to your brother Hussein. His turn will come. He will be the person to carry the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And you will be participating with him at that time. You have to share with him everything that will befall his path. Be prepared to face even captivity on his path. You have to be for your brothers, care for them, and be a mother for them."
After her mother, Lady Zainab took care of her. It is said that Lady Kulsoom was really attached to Lady Zainab, as she followed her sister's steps in almost every phase of life. After the departure of her mother, she was a great support for her father, Imam Ali. It is said that Lady Kulsoom played a highly supportive role in the Battle of Jamal that was fought between Imam Ali and Aisha Bint Abu Bakr. There are disputed accounts over her marriage with the second caliph. Some scholars argue that if their marriage took place in 17th Hijri, as it is claimed by some scholars, based on this, Lady Kulsoom would have been 8 years old, which would have been very young for marriage. Secondly, the more important question is, why did the second caliph ask for the younger daughter when the elder daughter, Lady Zainab, was unmarried? Similarly, why would Imam Ali be more concerned about the marriage of his younger daughter instead of the elder? These questions are very basic, yet point towards the assertion of fabricated traditions related to the marriage of Lady Kulsoom and the second caliph. In addition, the second caliph married several ladies who had the titles of Kulsoom, such as Kulsoom Jamila, Bint Asim, Kulsoom Bint Uqba, and Kulsoom Bint Rahab. So there are high chances that Lady Kulsoom, daughter of Imam Ali, has been mixed up with other ladies having the same kunya. Leading scholars Sheikh Mufid and Allama Majlisi have rejected this historical notion of marriage between Lady Kulsoom and the second caliph. In addition, books like Sahih Bukhari and Muslim do not mention this event at all, so the basis of this event is weak and does not have credible evidence. Many scholars agreed that her father, Imam Ali, selected On bin Ja'far al-Tayyar ibn Abu Talib as her husband. What is clear and agreed was her presence in Karbala during the battle. Historians write that on the day of Ashura, her son Qasim bin Aun was one of Imam Hussein's soldiers and was martyred along with his cousins and uncles. She was witnessing the battle, witnessing her brother Imam Hussein being surrounded by bloodthirsty soldiers. Then when she saw Imam Hussein fall from his horse, she expressed her pain.
My calamity is so great, I cannot even explain it through poetry. I cannot begin to comprehend it. Through my knowledge and thoughts, you approached the event and it shocked me. I used to honor every neighbor, but today, look at him laid down on the earth. There is no welcome for his arrival except for seeking revenge for the sake of Hussein. It is not the fault of Al-Jawad that Allah has made him miss his horse, but He has also protected him from harm. O my soul, be patient in this world and its trials. This is Hussein going to the Lord of the heavens.
When the other ladies listened to these words of Lady Kulsoom, they came out from the camps and saw the horse soaked with Imam Hussein's blood. Lady Kulsoom cried out aloud,
O Muhammad, O Father, O Ali, O Ja'far, O Hamza, here is Hussein in the open plain of Karbala.
When Lady Kulsoom saw Imam Hussein's mutilated body, she said,
O Apostle of Allah, come and see how the body of your son is discarded upon the plains without even the ceremonial washing. The blowing sands have placed a shroud upon him while the flowing blood from his jugular veins has washed him. O Rasulullah, see how your daughters are humiliated and taken as captives while the heads of the shining moons are raised on the ends of spears. There is no advocate protecting them, and the heads of his children are raised upon spears shining like the moons.
It is reported that she was very upset and disturbed seeing people leaving Imam Hussein up until the 9th of Muharram. According to one tradition, it is said that on the eve of Ashura, Imam Hussein called Lady Zainab and Lady Kulsoom and took a vow from both of them that they would take care of the children after him. When Yazid's forces burnt the camps of Imam Hussein after his martyrdom, the children became dispersed. Lady Kulsoom and Lady Zainab, amidst this chaos, rushed to find the children. Both ladies were shouting the names of the children, asking them to come back. Then Lady Zainab asked Lady Kulsoom to take care of the children. Lady Kulsoom was a huge support to Lady Zainab, and without her it would have been difficult for Lady Zainab to lead the caravan. Imam Hussein's son, Imam Zainul Abidin, was unable to take command of the caravan of women and children after Imam Hussein's martyrdom, as he was seriously ill. So therefore Lady Zainab and Lady Kulsoom safeguarded both the children and the women. It is said that both ladies gathered the women and the children at one place and then stood on two different positions to supervise remaining members. When captives were being taken to Kufa, people stared at the looted caravan. When Lady Kulsoom saw this insensitivity of the people, she said,
O people of Kufa, do you not have any sense of shame before Allah and His Messenger, so you look at the ladies of the Prophet?
When the caravans reached Kufa, it is said that Lady Kulsoom gave a historic sermon. She admonished the people of Kufa and said,
Why did you not come to help my brother? Why did you chain the family of the Prophet? What will you answer to Rasulullah on the day of judgment?
One tradition says that when the looted and poor caravan reached Kufa, some women came out with dates and food with the intention of giving charity. And upon seeing this, Lady Kulsoom said,
"O women of Kufa, your men killed our men. Why are you crying now? You'll see what Allah will do on the Day of Judgment. And remember this, we are the Ahlul Bayt. Charity on us is forbidden, so take your food back."
Sayyid ibn Tawus mentions that Lady Kulsoom then said,
"You killed my brother. Woe be upon you. You will surely be rewarded by the fire which burns eternally. You have shed the blood whose shedding was proclaimed to be unlawful by Allah, by the Quran and Rasulullah. May you receive tidings of the fire where tomorrow you shall dwell eternally. I will weep upon my brother all through my life, who was born as the best of creatures after Rasulullah. The tears will flow down my cheeks, similar to the flood and rainwaters, and will never dry up."
Seeing the whole tragedy of Karbala is itself a big tragedy. It is beyond human strength to witness the peak of brutality and oppression which the women of Karbala had witnessed, and this pain and sense of massive loss could be felt in Lady Kulsoom's sermons. She acted similarly as Lady Zainab. At many places, she also protected Imam Zain al-Abidin, realizing the importance of an Imam. When Lady Kulsoom saw that the fourth Imam was struggling to stand up properly due to his severe illness, she said,
"Confine him, so that the world may not run out of the progeny of Rasulullah."
She was brave, fearless, and ferocious in her speech. At many places, she contended the people of Kufa and tried to make them feel guilty over their deceit towards her brother Imam Hussein. Liberation from Yazid's captivity was more emotional and full of grief. Pain and sufferings were clearly visible in the sermons of the Ahlul Bayt in post-prison life. It is said when captives returned to Medina, Lady Kulsoom recited these words,
"O city of our grandfather, accept us not, for with sighs and griefs we come. We left you surrounded by kith and kin, and returned with neither sons nor men."
When she returned to Medina, she dedicated her life to spreading the news of what happened at the tragedy of Karbala. She used to recite poetry and explained how the son of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, Imam Hussein, was brutally slaughtered, how the family of the Holy Prophet was later captured, chained, tortured, and humiliated. During her life in Medina, she used to hold gatherings to inform the ladies of the community about the significance of attending mourning sessions and to remember Imam Hussein and explain the suffering of Imam Hussein and his companions. Her continuous campaign to spread the message of Karbala was becoming unacceptable to the Umayyad leaders. As a result, she was put under house arrest to prevent her from unmasking Yazid and the Umayyad atrocities against the house of the Holy Prophet. Unfortunately, it is unclear when she exactly died, but many historians believe that she died after 4 months and 10 days after her return to Medina. According to one estimate, it was 10th Rabiul Awwal, 61 Hijri, when they reached Medina. It is said that Lady Kulsoom was buried in Jannat al-Baqi' in Medina, but there is also a shrine dedicated to her memory in Bab al-Saghir, a cemetery in Damascus. It is unfortunate that there seems to be a lack of research on her life. She played an important role throughout her life. She was a great support to her father, elder brother Imam Hassan, and Imam Hussein during the Battle of Karbala. She shouldered Lady Zainab and shared the burden of pain and suffering when they were taken as captives. After returning to Medina, she mourned and organized exclusive sessions to mourn the martyrs of Karbala. Looking at her contribution, there is plenty of room to conduct research to explore her life further. Many historians agree that the struggle led by Lady Kulsoom is understated and underreported due to various reasons. But her sermons, even though very few, suggest that her presence in the court of Yazid was decisive, and it challenged Yazid's immoral and ruthless rule. Lady Kulsoom and Lady Zainab are two names that stood for one ideology and principle, and that is to stand for justice and display the spiritual supremacy of the Ahlul Bayt. Indeed, Lady Kulsoom, with her every act and sermons, reflect the attributes of her father Imam Ali, which helped her throughout the Karbala tragedy.